at the tree. This is how you look up in this, this is how you do. This is how them before you really get stay. She asks you when me smoke, if you cigarettes sensei. She asks you when me wear glass booty. She asks you when me live, me say down at Ochi. Please don't your DJ, me say.
You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean. You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean. You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on the Powerhouse radio station are those of the host, guests, and callers, are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The show found on the Powerhouse radio station can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or conditions. Opinions stated by various contributors to the Powerhouse Radio and its programming are not to be considered as endorsed by the Powerhouse Radio station. Visitors are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusion. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind.
One time here.
Beautiful and healthy hair care without having to combine an assortment of hair care products. The one by one care products are designed to rejuvenate, while leaving your hair spotless and luxurious. Be sure to visit our website at www.onebykaya.com and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at One by One Care. Let's get your healthy hair care journey started today.
Well, welcome to another edition of Reasoning Thursdays. Each and every Thursdays right here on the Powerhouse Radio with yours truly, Lady D, the Respecter Queen. Each and every Thursdays, Mama Acid. Each and every Thursdays are right here on the Powerhouse Radio. Man, I'm telling you, it's a fantabulously fabuloso Thursday evening, and I'm hoping that you're having a blessed, and beautiful day. Queen seemed to be having some technical difficulties, so we're waiting on her to log back on. But in the meantime, I just once again want to say welcome to each and every one, and we thank you for joining us. And if you forgotten the link, share, invite someone on over here to us. Alrighty. And big up yourself, Doris Spector. How you doing?
Doing well, wonderful.
Hey,
Appreciate life.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You want to big ups to your listeners?
Yes, just keep positive. Keep doing what you do. Trying to be about family and God. And don't let the little simple things in life get you down or stir you up. Just keep hope alive. Continue to pray, wishing hope for better.
Yes, most definitely, man. I'm telling you, blessings to you, my brother. Queen, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm good. I'm good. Blessings to everyone. Welcome again to another show. Hopefully, we can enlighten you to the things that you might not heard about, because there's a lot going on out there, and sometimes we don't keep track of it. But we're here to give you the information and to reason about it. So, thank you for being here. And remember, you can call in and give your opinion.
Yes,
Love you
definitely,
guys.
guys. Love you all, man. I'm telling you, share. If you've gotten the link, then definitely share to your friends, families. All these things. Definitely share them and let them know that Reasoning Thursday is on the air and they need to tune in. How about that? Yes, tell them they need to go on and log it on and all of these things and things. All right. Numbers right here is 706-955-2001. Have a couple of things here that we're going to be reasoning on. And yeah, it's a lot that's going on all around us. Last week, we were reasoning on what's going on in Jamaica and the request that was made to the U.S. And we could wrap that up real quickly. And we also, Queen was enlightening us a lot on this red mud that's going on situation in Jamaica and what it is, and how it's affecting the Jamaicans, our people in Jamaica, and yeah, requesting our partner draw on it that too. Yes. Well, we also going to be speaking on Trump just for a little bit. We're going to touch him. And touching a topic with that Umar Johnson was reasoning on with a show. And, is it woman masculinity? Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. Woman masculinity. you know and what about this, yeah, we're not even gonna go yet into that one, but also we want to touch a little bit about the Carly Russell situation that's going on as well. And yeah, just a whole bunch of reasoning, and that spells sense. So big ups to each and everyone that definitely has it locked right here. Share once again. Share the link. Um, well, the Respecter and Queen gonna kick it off. Hey, I just wanted to start it out with sorry to hurt your feelings, but I did not die. Sorry to hurt your feelings, but you know I'm still alive. Yes, call me daddy, me daddy rich. Hey, Lady Sam, listen, we have to Minister Marion Hall. We
Mm,
have to just give her props. We have to
That
give her
mm.
her
that
props.
was truly
I
amazing.
I heard she tore SUMFEST up.
Yes, she did.
she
Oh man.
she did do her thing, and man, I am very proud of her. And there was one of her clips that I just wanted to touch, just a real snippet of it. And I wanted to also also wanted to say to the Respecter, there was something that you sent to me, and I honestly really don't even know how that one passed by me, you know. And in that clip that you sent to me, it was almost as to what Mama Ass was saying. It ended up being a YouTube video that you put on, and I said, "Oh, okay, okay, that you did." It was like maybe about 15 or so, but it was so interesting. But real quick, so we have to touch Minister Marion Hall. All right, and listen what she said, and it's into what you said, the respect in regards to God and Christians, and what they stand for and how they try to block persons, and yeah, just listen to this real quick.
Then how come you still cease using me too? Christians, you said you know him, but I believe you're fake. Because if you really know him, then you know that I'm saved by grace.
Boom, boom.
This is what the Lord told me. Him said the Jesus we know and not the Jesus you know. Your Jesus in a church for me go a stay through. Your Jesus segregate my one go get through. Him no free prisoners, prostitutes and whore. The Jesus we know, him no come for the safe. Him no come for the righteous. Him no come for the brave. Him no come for the hypocrite in a church who are praising come to sinners who is on their way to hell and the grave.
Boom, boom.
You said you know him, but I don't Because if you really know him, then you know that he's using me too. Hey, you said you know him, then how come you say my calling is fake? Hey, if you really know him, then you know that I'm saved by grace. Well, I ask you church people them, the religious, righteous, all, you know, let me ask you this. How you feel knowing when you know what I'm doing work? How you feel knowing when you have blocked me from the church? How you feel knowing when you have tried to shut me out when there's so many mansions in my father's house? How you feel knowing when I the gospel yourself? How you feel knowing when you know me the one of the well? How you feel knowing when your wife from Jezebel and I look down on the past like your name Nathaniel?
Ugh.
Nathaniel has, can any good thing come out of Nazareth? Can any good thing come out of Nazareth? And you're saying, can any good thing come out of Lady Saw? The other night, he finished it off for me. He said to tell you this. Let me tell you about Jesus. You know what? For me, Jesus drink wine and yes, because his first miracle was when he turned water into wine. Jesus drink wine and power with man when no crime and RD and prostitute and say, girl, you're mine. If you think God to call me, then you're way back a time. It's doing a new thing. This is signs of the time. He said, in the last day shall pour out him spirit. Upon all flesh, when see time do it. White man, black man, Chinese or Jewish, it is not God will that perish.
Mm,
Man, I'm telling you, I have to definitely give Minister
mhm.
all her props,
Deserve it.
her performance,
100%.
her delivery, everything.
Well
Um,
organized.
yes, yes, she did up her thing. She did up
Yeah.
her
Here
thing.
said Tanya Stevens did awesome too.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
I
I
think
heard Tanya
I
Stevens.
think that just
Hmm.
all the artists I think did a good job.
You
And
didn't
she blast them, but said them segregated.
Yes,
say you didn't hear
She
that I
said,
did go to?
said, said she not perform for SUMFEST no more because them segregated.
Queen.
Yes, sir.
Say you didn't hear that I did great too.
Whoa, wow. I didn't know that. You was there too, man? What? The miss it? Hey, rewind, rewind, rewind.
come again. Come again.
One day, one day.
That's it. Just, you never know. Just do your
Never know.
thing. Put it out there.
Just
Oh
do your
yeah.
thing. That
Yes, Lady D. So what we gonna do tonight? What we discussing? What are we doing? What
yeah.
we starting off with?
And before we even dive in there again, I want to send all my prayers and love go out to Freddie McGregor. He did come on that stage and he tried to do his things. And although I'm hearing that his sons are being bashed, I don't think that's a good thing. Mad Cobra with the guns and the drugs. Did he not
Mm,
learn from Buju Banton in Florida there? It's not a good look if it's real, well, he was arrested and charged with it.
yeah, yeah. I saw that. I
Look,
saw that on YouTube.
I
Hmm.
I first thing came to mind when I heard that story.
Uh-huh.
The person that was telling me the story, I have to tell her that look, remember when Buja got into trouble, it wasn't long before that the LGWCZ group and all that was going on, and now the possibility of America against Jamaica situation going on. I look at that as a rebellious. I believe it's a setup. I'm just going to speak it.
Uh,
I don't know the full story, but it just seems and smell like a cook up. Find
Well,
somebody in Jamaica to punish because of what Jamaica stand firm against.
uh.
what with
So
with
you mean there's a lot of backlash from the situation with America and Jamaica? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Possible.
Cabra is a very intelligent man, and I do not see this late in his career that he will be doing something like that.
Mm.
all right, so
That's
Well,
when he
are
started getting
we are
over.
we
He's getting
saying
over.
are you saying that it was planted?
I am truly believing that in the end, I do not think he's going to stay any long. In the end, the world will realize that some people are very corrupt and wicked, and they don't
Yeah.
care who they go after. I'm hoping I'm right and they're wrong because Carver is known to be a good man.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, he is known to be a good man, but well, I
So,
just I wish him all the best, and I pray that he comes out of
hmm
this, unblemished, and I guess, as you said, the respecter, we have to watch and see.
Yep,
hmm Yeah, you give them the benefit of the doubt.
We'll have to
You
watch.
have to give them the benefit of the doubt, you know?
Far as
that's what
being
I said.
caught with it, it's there. There was no one else in the vehicle. So if you're looking at the avenue of him being him being framed, or something being planted in his vehicle, for them to just pull him over. I need to hear the full story because I was reading some of it, but I didn't see where they necessarily said he was pulled over for speeding or what exactly he was pulled over for. And then they said something about, and also, they had cause to believe that it was suspicious. That
hmm
he was doing something suspicious. So maybe it was someone that called, and even just dropped the dime that he had this thing on him. But
But I don't not see. I really don't see you driving dirty and you got stuff in your vehicle that I cannot speed because I'm going to draw attention to myself. I just don't see that a grown man in these days and time in Florida.
okay,
I don't
I
see
don't
it.
know if that I don't know if Donna's here, but definitely want to hit up on that Jamie Foxx cloned. Um, they say that Jamie Foxx is cloned, so we definitely have to hit that up in the mix. I was just getting some of these entertainers out of the way, out of our way. Well, so where we're gonna start? We're gonna touch
We
Donald.
gonna go with Jamie Foxx. Start with that. No, let's wait for that so Donna can tune in.
Get
Yeah.
to yes, yes. Well,
But
let's hit real quick. Donald. Donald Trump, it was announced today that he's facing additional charges in Florida
another yeah.
and for obstruction. They added is obstruction and willful retention of national defense information. Those were what was added, and also there was another individual that was charged today as well with the same case. You know, Carlos de Oliveira. He was definitely he has been arrested as well. Charged. I don't know about arrest, but I know he was charged in Florida as well. Um, you know.
Not just that, but also Georgia is bringing forward that case with the tampering of evidence and the stemming from the election.
Uh-huh.
That yes, they so what happened? They're wondering now what's going to happen during the campaigning season for presidency. Will he be able to do it because he's going to have at least three different court trial that's going to be going on. So that's one of the talk. It's alleged that he might end up having to throw the towel in because of all of this here.
Mm. I was reading something somewhere. Don't be surprised if Donald Trump be the president and be serving time. And I said, come on now. There's no way they'll allow Donald can be president and behind bars. That's madness. But I really don't even feel like saying it's in no form of way that he's going to jail. You know what
Mm,
I mean? I just don't feel I have to see.
he seemed to beat everything. Look, the man paid $14 in taxes in 2018. That's all he paid in taxes.
I
You know what I'm saying to you?
see it
How
to
he do it? How? And the
You
rest of
know,
them, he still haven't turned them over yet. He get
you
away.
have
I
you have
don't
to know the system, and then
know.
while if he's in audit and he's auditing himself, then that's how he's been able to be pushing it off for quite some time, because as long as he's in audit, then they can't demand his paperwork, his files and stuff like that. But I thought they did get some of his papers once before.
They got some, but they
Yeah.
didn't get they didn't get everything. And like that's all I can tell you. So they said on one of them, he all the taxes he had paid was 20 something. I think 24 or something like that, somewhere around there. I know it wasn't much he
Yeah.
had paid, and that was it.
Oh man, I'm telling
But,
you.
so I mean, he gets but he seems to be. Listen, maybe we might bring up Donald thing and say he's clone or he's one of them.
Yeah. You know, you know, I was,
Pulling the string
you know, I
to
was,
get away.
I was thinking about that same thing.
Yeah,
What's
to
your,
get away, get me getting away with all the craziness.
what's your thought on that? The respecter.
I always believe that Donald Trump he was born a man. He wasn't born a child or a baby. He was born a man. I believe Donald Trump. He watched his father and he watched his father's businessman partners, and he learned in his way, and he made it up in his mind that he wasn't gonna really work for no one. He's gonna just con his way through life. He's gonna make sure that life is easy for him. And along the way, those who cling on to him, trying to be like him, and they most of them are in jail now. And the FBI, the federal government, the whole government,
So
Donald
wait,
Trump made a mockery of.
are we? So are we saying that
He's clever. He's the greatest con man.
he's very clever?
Yeah, he's the greatest con man. He's the greatest business owner because he made his profit even through bankruptcy.
Yeah.
He allowed to be a movie. In everything he does, he profit.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of wish, on that sense, my father was that smart,
Mm-hmm.
because I wouldn't be broke.
You for
And
real,
the
for real.
government of America should thank him in some sense, because a lot of businessmen and women that are criminal would not be incarcerated right now. So it's because I want to be like Donald Trump. They are discovered and exposed. Rudy Giuliani, Mike Christie, all of them are followers, wanted to be like Trump. And all Trump was doing was laugh at them.
Yeah, and now they're here. You know, don't stop talking of things about negative about the Trumpster himself.
Right, right, right.
Let
And
me see.
Trump is still rich and they broke.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And that's is he really rich?
Rich enough.
Okay.
And I don't think he's the kind of man that will let the world know what he really have.
All right. Yeah. Mr. Trump. Well, we will see. Someone one time I called him Mr. Trump, and I got a text that why are you calling him Mr. Trump? I said okay. My apologies.
No, no. Despite
my,
everything, he still
my
earned that
definite
respect.
apologies, man. I'm telling you. Well, we're gonna wait and we're gonna watch and see um what comes out of the Donald Trump saga. You know, 38 counts indictment. And I know as Queen let us know, he has the Georgia charges, um, face more additional charges in Florida. So we'll see really, really what comes about it, because we're on the what they said, we're on the heel of starting campaigning and finding out who and whom is going to run for to be president of the United States. So yeah, it will be interesting. It will be an interesting thing to do. As normal, he plead not guilty. So we'll see what happens to this 38 count that's going on in Florida with him. All right. So as we move on, let's touch Carly Russell, real quick. What y'all think about that? Well, Carly Russell, she's the young lady that's in Alabama, and the story is that she apologizes for the fake disappearance, and that she admitted that she was never kidnapped, that there was no one on the side of the road, or anything like that. And you know, in the past, we've talked about mental health and just people just being wicked. And for something such as this, I totally look at it as a mental health situation with this young lady right here. Because and then again, we don't know what really her life in details, because we see that she's a nursing student. She's you know, she's not financially off. She's okay. She, day by day, she has a boyfriend. She has a family that is very caring and loving as to what is shown, because hey, just Sunday it's reported that um they saw a whole bunch of cars of persons comings and going and coming and going on her birthday. So you could see that she is loved. So I would just wonder what will make a person want to do such a thing, cause such a scare in their family life, make up such a lie. I think there's more to the story with this as to the boyfriend. Was she feeling like he wanted to break up with her? He didn't state anything like that. Well, now he has erased their pictures and all of those things off of his Instagram. It is alleged, it's reported. And it just makes me, it's just a sad thing. And I think that they ought to, he was asking everyone not to do any cyberbullying and stuff like that. And I think that persons shouldn't bully her either, because for me, something like this is a mental health situation. Someone is crying out. This sound like someone was crying out for help, is crying out for help. If she should be charged, yeah, I kind of think that definitely charges are going to follow, because hey, you wasted tax people money. Not that tax people money is more important than your life, but nothing, it was a big old hoax, and I think that that was wrong. And there is she can face up to 1 year in prison and a $6,000 fine, because in Alabama it is classified as a misdemeanor. um the Respecter, what's your thought on, do you have any thought on this young lady and what she's done?
Well, totally different from what you're saying.
Hmm.
Because what really hit me, that young lady, um, having a family that she does have and education, it just seemed to me like she's she was being truthful. But there are some situations where, due to threat, and some people have a certain status in life that they cannot be exposed. No attention can draw towards them negatively. So I do believe something did happen, and she's been threatened to keep quiet, change her story, just or else. I think there's a or else situation going on as to why she's taking the blame and the shame and all that. I'm not. I think the FBI, honestly, at some point, they're gonna find what they're looking for, and they will see that she was being truthful, but because of her life and families, loved ones, she chose to change her story to protect herself and people, families.
But there was no other report of the baby being no baby being on the highway. And you really feel like, because when you mentioned that a little bit, I was like, mhm. I was like, things that makes you go,
It
because
is.
I don't. This is.
No, it doesn't have to be a
I
baby on the
don't know
highway.
if this some like they even have it that she had researched the movie Taken when the young girls were kidnapped when they went to one of those countries
Hmm.
is the Liam Nielsen movie. And you know that that seems like to me it seems like that, and she admitted it.
But maybe
You
somebody
feel
told her to say that.
someone what would that person have on her that they will be able to tell her to say that?
As a reason why she ended up stopping on the highway and the car ended up being in the condition it was in. So when she went back and say that all she said, it could have been a story that was collaborated to bring to life, bring to the light that this is what happened and my reason for stopping. It could be a made up story by more than one people.
Hmm.
She's going by what she's told to say, play the part.
Mm, okay.
I
Okay.
mean,
Queen, what's your thought on it? Queen, you on mute. Or did Queen freeze?
Queen.
Queen phone look like it freeze or something.
Yeah, but
Queen,
honestly, FBI will get to the root of it.
well, I want to see that. I would love to see that. I love to see that on because you're talking like it's some big
Well,
like
then
Could be
you see,
somebody. It could be.
cartel kind of something like somebody threatening her. I mean,
It
like
could. It could
that
be
seems
another.
real deep.
It could be another student that she end up get caught up with, and because of family status, he can be exposed because it's gonna bring down the family.
Queen, you back?
yes.
Yeah.
No,
What?
what I'm saying is that I mean, whatever she did, and I don't know if it's stemming from that because they didn't really say. But look at the 11-year-old that did the same thing this week, calling, saying how he's been kidnapped and what have you. They arrested him, and like I heard the officer telling him that this is a lesson for him, and as he get older and what have you, then he'll know not to get himself in trouble again. But they handcuffed him and all of that. 11-year-old.
Mm,
So with all of this, if it's true or not true, it's influencing the young ones, and it's influencing people to do the same thing. But I do believe that it was a prank from what I'm hearing. you know it seemed like it was a prank. So, and like the lady said, is it mental health or, but I think in her case it was just attention seeking. She wanted that attention. Some people do things and they say, if this is the last thing I do in my life so that I can go down in history, I'm gonna do it.
mm,
Who knows? That
But
might be your mind frame.
being a student and have the kind of family that they say she have, what would be the reason she has a boyfriend? That kind of
No
life.
matter. Sometimes they're looking for attention. There's different type of attention that people need, and some people they're just that way. They like to create drama. You have to take that into consideration too, especially a lot of these young folks. I see some things and I read some things on the media and see things on TV, and I'm saying, my God, what are they thinking? I mean,
and
it's the norm now.
you're sure right when you talk about seeking attention and people just make up stuff.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
and when you say people just make up stuff because in their minds, I just would wonder what is in their minds when they are conjuring up these thoughts,
Mhm.
and I don't know.
Mm.
It's
Like
really
you said, I don't think it's a mental thing. I think it's just a behavioral thing. It's more behavioral than mental. Some people, like I said, they're just troublemaker. You know of people like that where they just like to
yeah, but
create trouble.
in this case, I don't think it was a behavioral. I think it's a
It
mental for her to sit there and to think of this and to execute it and
I
have
think it's
something.
attention seeking.
Yes, that's definitely attention seeking.
Seeking.
And
That's what I think it
so
is. Mhm.
definitely she's seeking attention. But
If it is so, and she really wasn't, and like Sector said, somebody is threatening her. And you have people can do that too, lady. You gotta understand that. You have people can be threatening her too, telling her if you really say so and so and so, I'm gonna so and so and so. People do things like that too, and some people are so weak that they believe these threats, and sometimes they do carry out these threats. So you don't know. It's a win lose situation. You know,
mm,
that's my opinion.
yeah. Well, I hear you, but I still think it's a mental health when you feel like, in your mind that no one loves you, and in order for someone to love you, you have to put them through that type of worry and use the resources that could have been helping someone else. Someone else that was in need, not having that type of consideration. And, just all together, just to put your family through this, your loved one through that 2 days of being missing. She's lucky her parents didn't have some type of medical heart issues or something to hear that their daughter have been abducted.
So,
You know,
lady,
it is, yeah.
where did they say she was for the
They
two
never
days?
really said. They never really said. They just continue to say that it's being investigated. It's alleged.
Because
It's
they
alleged
said
that he
she
was at
walked,
the
she
hotel.
went home on her own.
Yeah, it's alleged that she was in a hotel, that she wasn't in a hotel with another man or with anybody. Um, but the full nines of it still haven't 100% came out, as to that. Yeah.
Well, I
Yes.
don't need,
So
I
that's
don't
the
need,
serious things. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
I don't need no attention that badly.
No. No, we don't. We don't. All right. Next up in our reasoning topics, numbers right here, 706-955-2001. Next up in our reasoning topics, what do you think on the rise, masculine woman? There's a clip where Dr. Uma was talking with a panel, and they were saying that they hate the fact that women are trying to be so masculine, and Dr. Umar accused them of them being the one to make the women become so masculine because they dropped the ball on what they were to do to assist these you know to assist women. So I had sent the clip earlier to you and Queen. What's your thoughts on that?
Well,
And I'm gonna find the clip because I'm gonna
it's
play a
it's
piece of.
like it was said. The men, they left the women alone. She had to raise the children alone by yourself. She has to deal with it as a man because out there in this dog eat dog world, you have to be strong will and you have to be aggressive because if you are too passive, then one take advantage of you. You know, um, and I do agree with what he said that men makes it that way, make the women masculine. Um, I was even looking at a picture earlier and I saw, and they said this is how women dress in those days where they cover their bodies. It's like that independency thing came around where women feel independent, that they can do it all, they can do anything they set their mind to. So when the man started to fail, she tend to take over and she tend to start taking that masculine role where she might even choose jobs that are masculine to put food on the table and feed her children. So of course I would say I agree that men do make some women. We're not talking about the learned one, the ones that learned to be masculine, so called, you know what, G, whatever, GL, whatever they call them, okay? But I'm talking about the women that had to struggle in order to pay the bills and to take over the role as a male figure.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
had to do take over that role when my husband died. When he passed on, I had to take care of my children, and I couldn't afford for any man to come in and hurt them or deal with them badly. So I did take over the role as mom and dad for them. Yes, I had two brothers that helped out, but I had to take that role over. So I was, you might say, I was aggressive or masculine. That's fine. But I raised them and they're now grown men, good men.
Okay. And when you're used to doing a lot of things by yourself, for yourself, when
Hmm.
another individual necessarily come into the picture, you know, sometimes it's hard to relinquish that role. And you have already learned to only depend on yourself. That's a necessary
Hmm.
say that you're going to depend on a one. It takes a lot for you to for you to do that, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, it takes a lot for you to do that. So I wouldn't I like I said, I would not wouldn't I would agree with you as well, Queen, in regards to the role that men have played in women's
Mm.
lives and what a woman. It's not like back in the days when, the men went out there and they went and they worked. They did
Mm.
most of the hard work, even in the
Mm.
yard, fixing things in the house, you know,
Yeah.
all of those stuff. And the lady was there and the woman was there nurturing the children. The man would take their sons out and teach them how to build things, you know, or how to grow stuff, and reason with them. So
Hmm.
when a man is not in the home, that part of it is not there. So the woman have to be that person to say, okay, come on, hold the nail. You know what
True.
I'm saying? Let me show you how to hit the nail into the wall. You know,
Yeah.
let me come outside and mow the lawn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The woman
Yeah.
had to be that person.
Hmm.
So it's hard to relinquish that or to pretend that you're this soft person when you've always had to be this hard person in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the respecter. Let me get your
Yeah,
thoughts.
yeah. There's still a great percentage of women who still operate like women in the way they dress, carry themselves, or they interact with people. There's still a great deal of women out there. Um, I kind of feel like those women who becomes masculine do that mainly because they get sick and tired of a man pushing them around, putting hands on them, and they made it up in their mind that they're gonna fight back.
Hmm.
So a lot of women decided to do what's best for them, for the next man that comes along. If he makes any attempt to hurt me, harm me, they're gonna defend themselves. Um, but I don't have anything negative to say about women because women have been through so much in life, and we will never really understand truly what goes through their minds because everything is not revealed and shared. So I can see you and thinking all is well, and it's not.
Yeah.
You don't want to go home because you're going home to a disrespectful, angry man. And most women don't know how to get rid of a disrespectful, angry man. Especially a man that's gonna come home after you stop at bar and drink. He's
Okay.
gonna come put hands on you. So
Yeah. So I guess we all agree in some way that Dr. Umar is right. That
yes.
Yeah,
blame, yeah,
yeah,
for the masculinity of a woman.
yeah.
That was quick, right there. We done that all quick, quick, quick.
Yeah, but you see, and you see, the thing is, lady, men say that women becomes man just because the women retaliates, and they don't like that. So once you start retaliating, you're considered to be a man. Oh, you're a man, huh? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So yeah, it was quick, and basically that's it. You
And,
But
know.
and not because we
can
had
I
to
add to
wait.
that?
Go ahead.
The man that says stuff like that is good because they don't fight another man. So if they realize the woman is acting manly, they're gonna be afraid to keep doing the same thing.
All right. All right. I was waiting for Donna to check in because I wanted to ask her really, really if she thought that Jamie Foxx was cloned. Our time is coming down. It's 8:52 p.m.
Mhm.
right here on
Not
the
not just that, but you heard the guy where they have a 25 minutes clip on there about the alien parts that the government have. You
Yeah.
seen that clip on YouTube?
Yeah, about
It's
yeah.
a 25 minutes clip.
I didn't get to watch the entire, but
Yes, it's leak. It's a leak, and the
I
individual worked for the FBI,
isn't it
and
wasn't it some Marines that was saying that the government is full
yeah,
over the government to let
yes.
them know that there are aliens because he has had
Mhm.
many sightings and yeah, so
And that they have body parts of the alien, and what have you, and
yeah,
that it is real, and that they saw it, and what have you. Hmm.
I have to
It's
find that clip.
so.
To
I
find
thought about that over the yesterday. I was watching it, or yesterday, and I thought of my girl, and I said, "I wonder if Donna heard this one."
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so you don't know, but that's what they're saying now. And this was a quick. As a matter of fact, it was this morning. It was a news brief,
Mhm.
and that's what the young man was talking about, and it's something to think about, something to look into. But years ago, I remember they used to say that, especially in Colorado and places like those, they
Uh-huh.
used to say they have sightings.
Okay.
I remember when I was in the 70s, the early 70s, they used to say they have sightings. So you never know. You
What about
never know.
Interesting. That's an interesting one there. I
Hmm.
great to get everyone perspective
Hmm.
on that with Jamie Foxx. But you know, with all that he's been through, and I guess his face is looking smaller. But I was looking at it. Let me tell you, when I saw him, I said, I wonder if he's if he's one of them guys that look when they close, because his eyes was looking like it was bulging out, and all of that stuff. I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Yeah,
His face looked lighter
yeah.
and drawn, like it's sucked in. It hit my mind for a second, but I said, nah, the man was just sick and he lost a lot of weight.
And he just lost a lot of weight. Yeah, but then they said his head shaped like alien and all of that. My God, the people are easy, People is not easy, but I'm not even gonna say people ain't easy because when I looked at him, I said, but weird. He really look kind of alienish, there. Oh my goodness,
but
that is
but the unknown. The thing is not knowing. The unknown is a big issue and a big thing, because when people don't know, they assume.
yes,
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
because of course they're gonna be questioning it in their mind, even if they don't voice it, but it's in their minds. And within it being in their mind, they're developing it, and they're gonna figure out, oh, okay, he didn't say this, but I can see this. So they draw their own conclusions,
On it.
you know.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
but
I'm definitely gonna watch the clip on YouTube, and then once
yeah,
I watch it, I'm gonna come back on.
yeah. What that young man was saying about the aliens and what have you. I thought I sent it to you this afternoon.
But
uh,
you
uh,
do
Uh,
realize that the government, when they have
uh,
something like that, then themselves can't put it out into the public. So it will be easy to use somebody and say they being a whistleblower.
mm,
They want to bring it to the public, but they can't do it. So they
mhm,
always gonna find someone to say they, exposing them. But they do want the
mm,
world to know that these things exist and they do have this and have that. So they're gonna use whoever they can find to put it on the internet.
mm.
There's a lot of things on the
So
internet
you're
that
saying it's like
people
more
can't use.
propaganda? Are you saying it's more propaganda?
Yes, yes, I think it could be the government want it to be out there, but they
Mm.
them themselves can't do it. So they get somebody to say,
But
I'm
why
gonna
would
blow
they
the
want to
whistle.
put it out there and they're so secretive already as it is? They're doing so many other secretive things. Why you think they would want to put out there that there are aliens, real aliens, and we
Because
have body parts of the aliens?
because everybody's realizing that it is real. Aliens are out there. I went to Stars and Stripes last week. My grandson and my daughter took them there, and I was sitting there at the bar, and I saw this machine came in through the opening with sandwich on it. And
Robots.
after they took the plate out of the machine turned around and walk and go right back.
They're introducing the robots.
Yes, and it could be some robots passing us every day if we don't know that because they got face and skin like we.
listen, it's not robots. They are cloned. They
Clones.
are cloned
Clones.
walking around, and I guess the more aware that we get aware of it, we'll see. Say,
My pastor said they're demons. She said they're demons. We have no part of it. We don't deal with it. They're demons, and they change form and what have you. They come into churches and they cause chaos and problems, and they go everywhere and cause chaos and problems. That's the demons. She said, walking the hurt.
that right there is funny. I guess
Mm,
that's really
so,
funny.
so that's what he would be, a demon. Then he wouldn't be a alien, but a demon.
Demon. Ah.
You see what I'm saying to you? That's what she said. She said the demons are here, and they've been here from when God sent the devil down in the pit. They followed him, and they came back up with him when he came back up.
Well, those may be the aliens.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. She said, because I said to her aliens, she said, no, they're not aliens, they're demons.
Okay. Okay. Man. Ah, that is
I
that is something else right there.
asked her to come on the show, but she said she don't entertain those things. I did. I really, really did. And she said the Lord's Spirit not telling her to do that, and she don't entertain those things. So she wouldn't come and discuss it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
But
God.
it's serious, but it's funny, you know?
Yes, yes, yes. It is
Yes.
funny. It's
It's serious, but it's funny.
it is. It
You know what was funny just now?
Uh,
All I could hear on my machine was
I heard it too.
listen,
so so they
I feel like this let me don't go into it.
Oh, you're being
I
watched.
think being sabotaged.
something ain't right.
Sabotaged up, yeah, but God is our defender, and he'll definitely, make things right and okay.
For
So
real.
yeah,
For
yeah.
real.
And quickly remember what I said about Jamaica, and that Jamaica is untouchable. And no matter what's going on in Jamaica, Jamaica is gonna remain Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
All the bad apples are gonna leave Jamaica
Yeah.
government, and Jamaica is gonna be fresh. And I
Well, look,
realized something
it
today.
it's gonna
Jamaica
take
is
a long
special.
time for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
With
Jamaica
all
is
that's going on there, until they get rid of that prime minister, I don't think nothing like that will happen.
he's gone. He's going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's going, but he's not gone yet. He's still there performing
You
his
all,
deeds.
you all really think that he's gone and that he's going anywhere?
Yes.
All right, all right.
He's robbing the people and blind, because when I talk about red dirt, we're gonna talk about the red dirt a little bit later on. And when I talk about it, you'll see how he's oppressing his own people because of money and greed and what have you. And he have his little posse behind him, pushing him and encouraging him and covering him. When he do wrong, they cover it.
Mhm.
So and these people, they're getting a cut of whatever he's getting. So they do this, and they create a facade. They create a cloud dust over the people, let them seem like everything is peachy keen and everything is in their favor, when it's really not. It's in their favor, and what the gain that they're gaining from it. So so much corruption, because they have to cover up one thing to solve another thing, and then they solve that, or they cover up another thing in order to get through with another thing. But right now, we hold billions of dollars. We have gotten billions of dollars. Where is it? You know.
That's
So
always been the question for quite some time as to where it is, and we're not
mhm.
gonna get the answer for that. So no matter how much we keep asking the question, it makes no sense to even ask because
But it
there's no answer for it.
here's the trick to that though. It's another way of hiding money. So
Mhm.
any country can give another country, or say they give another country money to the prime minister or the president or whoever. But between them, this is money that you're just gonna put aside in a corner for me and you when everything is over. So if this country is saying that, well, you owe me millions, knowing that you're not gonna get those millions or billions back from that country you're accusing, knowing that that money is not really missing. So only those criminals who are doing those things know what's really going on, and we the people have to guess whether it's true or not. Because Jamaica people didn't get not even millions.
Mhm.
So it's an exchange from one power to the next power to put aside for a rainy day, and let the people believe, let our country believe that the money is missing and we don't know what happened to it.
But
You cover for me, I cover for you,
money laundering been going on for a very long
forever,
time.
forever.
And not just Jamaica, but in various countries, they have money laundering going on. Um, do you see, these people are professional, and they have professional people working for them. They know how to hide the money. They
Yes.
call it money laundering. That's
Uh-huh.
hiding the money. They know how to hide the money that they get. And in our case in Jamaica, it seems like that is what's going on. These people are doing investment in different countries. They're doing investment. So they are pocketing that little money, and they're getting it a little bit at a time. That's what they're doing. They're taking it a little bit at a time, and they're sending it to different countries for to invest. So later on, when they leave government, they're rich, and that's what's going on. Um, and the Jamaican people are the ones suffering. You know, um,
Absolutely.
lady, you want us just to go into the
Yeah, just go right into it.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, for example, one of the money laundering scheme is within the government and bauxite, and the agreement that Jamaica made with these countries. And it's not just China, but you have America in the midst, you have England in the midst, you have China in the midst, you have Europe, all of them, you have Canada, all of these, the seven big nations, okay? The big seven, that's what they call them. They all are involved in this because they get millions and billions of dollars from this bauxite. That bauxite is coming. That red dirt that you see when you go to Jamaica and you when you come back, your shoes red.
Yeah.
Okay, that's bauxite, and it's in a lot of these countries, these cockpit countries. It's in. You have it in at St. Thomas, it in at Trelawney, it in at Clarendon, and several other parishes. So anywhere where you have them, they call it maroon land. Okay, that's the upper Trelawney, upper St. Catherine, up in the mountains, the hills. They have the most red dirt. I remember growing up, we used to have red dirt in our yard, real red dirt. You know, we used to play anytime your clothes look red. By the time you finish for the day, your clothes red. You
Mhm.
know, and not knowing how rich that soil is. And Jamaica don't understand how rich that is because there are little things in it, there are minerals in it that they need, that the government need, and that's why they're fighting. Okay, that's why
So,
Canada, America is fighting against China, and Jamaica is right in the middle of it.
so
Okay,
Queen,
because that's where most of it is. They have it all over the world because I was doing some research and I found that even America have some in I think it's Mississippi. I think it is. They have some there, but they don't have as much. They have the least of it. China have some there, and various other countries have it, but Jamaica have the most of it.
so
And
Queen.
what they're doing, how
Hold the thought, real quick, Queen.
yes,
The respecter was asking a question as to something that you.
sorry,
So,
Spectre.
so what the hell is wrong with Jamaica scientists? All these years and years and years. What the hell are they doing?
Then they know of it. It's that's what I tell you, say the money laundering and what have you, Papa. Because look, Jamaica have it where them a sell it for 25 US dollar, right?
Stupid.
But in out them find out saying our name there is $202 them are getting a Guyana for it. So him selling out the people them. That's
Hmm.
what I'm telling you. I'm showing you how the prime minister is not for the people and how him raping the country, not even raping,
So,
but raping the country.
so the 25, with them getting $25
$25 per gram.
per gram, right? Whom
Me-
is that money?
Yeah,
Whom is that money going to?
it's supposed to be going to the government, but we're not
But,
seeing it.
but
We're
who
not seeing it in the building of the roads and all of that stuff.
I should have excused my phrase. Where Who is getting the money? Not who the money is going to.
The
Whom is
politicians.
getting money?
The politicians.
You have a minister of minerals, you have a minister of finance, you have a minister, all of them in cahoots because all of them in the same party, all of them working for the same government.
And all of them need to be held accountable for
But there's no accountability. They have a job description, but there's no accountability for that job description. And that's why the police them can't do whatever them are do because there is no accountability.
And all Jamaica, all the government of Jamaica is paying for is those who work for the government, right?
Let me tell you something. Right now, it's Jamaica is in a mess because our prime minister sold us out. Him who China, him who Canada, him who England, him who America. He want everybody, and what him do him have them like I pull them here, so I'm pull one this, so I'm pull this one. And I promise that one, they say, yes, man, me I gonna make you so, and me I gonna make you so, and me I gonna make you so. And now everybody has to say, is a host, is not true. So that's why them a come down upon him. 'Cause everybody has shun him now. You know, see the other day how them make him go through the regular channels for the airport. You know
And
what I'm saying?
that was being played down as well. That there was just a brief mistake with something, and that's why he had to end up going through the next way. And but there was another gentleman saying that there ain't no other prime minister that had to be stripped, taking off belts and shoes and all these things. So, but and it's also being denied that there's any rift between Jamaica and America.
But
So
there is.
yeah,
The American them scared through. Now them find said there is how much was it 60 50 50 Chinese guard in Jamaica, and they don't know where in Jamaica they are. Okay, they could be up in the hills up there, wait to attack whoever. You understand me? Them
what
have citizenship. How much citizen? How much are the Chinese and the Russian? Them became citizen, bought their citizenship in Jamaica.
well,
So they're told my boy said when you go to the site them the backside site them appear Chinese and he said them so short. All you see are the little head them stick up. He said hundreds of Chinese and them I fix the road them and them I
you know
fix
what
everything out there.
what America I think is afraid of
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica, and I think with all of these demands and stuff like that, um, is you know Jamaica is dibbling and dabbling in with two of America's most
Enemies.
rivalries,
Enemies.
Yes.
China
Mm-hmm.
and Russia. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that China and Russia is using Jamaica, and because of the money, our
Mm-hmm.
prime minister is not really seeming to
I
know what's
think.
going on,
Mm-hmm.
because China and Russia, if they get Jamaica in their palm, then they are closer to the U.S.
To the U.S.
They get Jamaican as an ally, or they start to own a lot more of Jamaica, then they have Jamaica as an ally, and they have Jamaica by the chokehold, because you owe us this. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
and that gives them even closer radius to America if there
Yeah.
ever going
Yeah.
to be any type of war or anything that break out. So I'm hoping that Andrew, our prime minister, is you know, can see through all of the fine lines of
Mm-hmm.
and what he's getting our country and our citizens into, and Jamaica citizens
And you see, my sis, the thing is that he already noticed. Look at that gentleman that came on the TV yesterday. They had a news conference, right, with the Minister of Information, right? And what he's saying there is no issue between America and Jamaica. The
no.
relationship between America and Jamaica, it is stronger than it has ever been over the years. Um, I mean,
But then he came back and he kind of sort of rebutted. I don't know
yeah.
if anyone kind of picked that up in close to the end when one of the reporters asked him a question in regards to is there really was there really some form of demand or request
Mm,
placed for the spouse of a diplomat to be to have all of these rights that a normal a
mm.
man and woman couple has. And then he says, well, he's gonna have to go and get and research that. Before, he was adamant that there was nothing wrong with them, there was
Mhm,
nothing um nothing in their way of having any good relationship. There was no split between America and Jamaica.
Yeah.
But then in the end part, I don't know if you all caught that where he says he's going to have to go and ask.
And then he let her know
And
later on. Yes,
why would
I
you?
saw it.
You already adamantly said that there's no issue.
But how could there not be any problem? And then remember, what's her name? Maxine Walters.
Yeah,
Maxine Walters was speaking to the reporter,
yeah,
and she talked about that situation with the tension with Jamaica and America and the bauxite. And she said what happened is that Russo, it's like the sanctions that was placed on Russo, they were lifted off,
mm,
and she feel that sanctions should be placed back because right now, Russo hold Jamaica millions of dollars. They hold Jamaica by the UC.
mm,
UC Russell, I meant. I'm sorry, UC Russell. He holds Jamaica millions of dollars, but yet still, you know what Russo is. They're the one that does the mining and all of that stuff in Jamaica, right?
okay,
And the American government, they are concerned about Russo and his citizenship
okay,
in Jamaica. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because evidently he's a crook too. So it's like it's a whole lot of mess. It's like I'm saying, it's a whole, and Jamaica is in a whole lot of mess because of our prime minister and the things that he signed, and I guess he forgot that he signed them, and now they're coming back to haunt him and haunt Jamaica. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I pray that he work it out and work it out with his cabinet, so they in turn can work it out with the people.
yeah. Well, this
Hit
is
the road, Jack, and don't you come back no
We
more, no more.
this is
no more, no more, and hopefully he'll hit the road like you said.
yeah, this is going to be a topic that is going to be lingering for some times.
Yes.
We definitely get much more clarity in it from any reports and so on. Um, real quick, well, we they're saying that we have seven. It's a possibility we have 7 more years of the DDP, Llewellyn,
Mm,
because they have extended the term. And that's something that we've talked about in the past as to all of these government positions, they need to have a term limit and period. Nobody not supposed to be able to go in there and change it for the same person to remain in office. That's just not right. So I don't know what the citizens can do about it. And I said next week rather, I'm going to take a lot more time to go through a lot of these things and the recourses that citizens can take about things that are being just voted on and not getting public opinion on in the parliament. You know, also want to send our prayers over to Mr. Vegas. And there was something going on with his son and being raped by a gentleman named Vinny in St. Elizabeth. And it stink all over the internet. I didn't really get totally into it, but I'm definitely going to school up on it and find out what's going on with that. But Mr. Vegas did confront the individual. I guess the person lives in Florida now, and
mm,
Mr. Vegas did confront, which I thought that was a little, I know that's bravery, but that's also a little scary because you don't know if this individual had gone, you don't know what he had, and he
mm,
confronting him on social media in regards to it. But we'll definitely keep abrupt as to what is going on with that. There's also some talk that Wholeness says that that he's not apologizing for anything. So who want to think about whatever they want to think about, they can go ahead and
Well, you see how Damian Crawford blast them in a parliament,
Yes,
though.
yes.
I was so proud of him. Me say yes, man. Me say a long time. Me say them fi, the PMP need fi train him and put him out there to
Yeah,
run against Bogart.
the entire PNP need to get aggressive, aggressive in a good way, you know,
Yes.
because there's ways to get your point across, such as Damien did, especially
Hmm.
you don't tell me what I need to watch. You go tell your people what to watch.
What to
and
tell
and
me?
Yeah,
Tell him.
and there's a lot. What he said is what we said last week.
uh,
There's a
Mm,
lot more people that wanted to come to the rally, but they
yes,
don't have the money.
yes.
that too. Yeah, because a couple of rallies, Andre have to pay for them for bus fare and give them lunch.
Yeah, and they can't take off from work. What you want me?
Yes, that too, that too.
No, they need.
Cause them threaten them to lose their job, and like them lose their job if them not going.
Yeah,
Then tell them say no come back.
yeah. It's you see what I'm
And that made me mad today because I heard a guy on there saying on the internet saying, "Oh, stay on the yard for 2 weeks. Nobody not gonna work." See, I mean, have to lash out back on him and make him know said you gonna give them some money. You gonna buy food to get them.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I don't like America. You can't go to the food pantry.
All right.
I was just about to
Uh,
say that, Creed. It's not that. It's not like right now. Right now, I don't know if a lot of Georgia folks know that they are giving out assistance for your AC, your water, and your rental. I know
Mm,
on that. Well, I don't know them, but me and them was reasoning at another event that I went to, and she was like, Lady T, you went and got some assistance. I said, when I get what sister? These people ain't gonna give you no assistance.
but
So she was like, well, you might know someone that might need it. And I said, definitely, because I could put it out there on the station, which I did last week.
mm-hmm.
Saturday, I put it out there where they are giving money away. She said she owed like almost $1,400 on her rent and they paid it. And she was saying that she had like 700 and something dollars. She said I was so backed up on her light with the AC and everything like that, the bill go higher. And she was saying they paid it. So there are funds, once again, Georgia people, there are funds out
And
there.
if you're a senior, you can get they give you getting $400 each term, each quarter. Well, not quarter, but each term, which is like every half a year, like every 6 months, you get that
Yeah.
$400 towards your light or your heat. You go through the heat program. It's
So
called a
you
heat
see,
program.
those are some of the luxuries that you do get that
Get
you're
here.
get here. And
Hmm.
yeah, it's
Right now they open up the apartment thing. What is it called? The where you get rent free, lady.
I don't
Oh
know.
God, it just opened up in DeKalb County and
Okay.
several other
rent
county.
assistant program.
Yeah, that program where they pay your rent for you and you pay a little small fraction.
That's what I was talking about. She had said there
Uh,
was some assistance program.
yes, they're doing. Yeah, it's open and they're only taking. I think it says 1,200 people.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
taking in DeKalb County. So if you want to do it now. Put your application in real quick, because you know them things fill up real quick. Section 8, that's it. The
Oh,
Section 8 program.
oh my
It's
goodness.
it's open in most of the board, most of the district. Them open it now. It's open. DeKalb County,
I'm
Cobb
hoping.
County, Clayton County. They all open now, but they said it's only for a short period of time. And I know DeKalb County is only taking 1,200 people.
Okay. Well, we
I,
definitely.
I send the text. I send the text out to the folks them that I figure might need it. So
Yeah.
hopefully they responded
Yes.
towards it.
Well, now that I know the Section 8, because the Section 8 is the housing, and
Yes. Mm-hmm.
that is, and I know when I used to do volunteer work, there's so much people that couldn't even get on the waiting list.
It's open for a short period of time.
A good time for persons
Yeah.
to learn about it and to know about what's going on.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hi. Yes.
Uh-huh. So, let us check into that. DeKalb counties, I know is open, and they said there's several other counties that are open. So all you have to do is go on the government channel, because that's where I saw it, on the government website,
Yeah.
and it will tell you. Uh-huh.
Oh man. Well,
Mm-hmm.
listen, we have covered all of our topics here
Yes.
today, and we did that so smooth and so quick. Donald Trump, we had him on our topics, and we definitely had masculine women, and what the Dr. Umar saying was the thoughts on it, and we reasoned a little bit about the Carly Russell and mental health in regards to that. We've also spoke about Jamaica and the red mud and the backsides and you know the relationship with Russia and China and what the effects may be to even America, why it's a possibility that's why they're coming down so hard as well on
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica in regards with the diplomat and so on. And as Mama Maxine, Auntie Maxine says, they want sanctions back again because the sanctions that was lifted up, I guess, by the Trump era that
Mm-hmm.
open gates, and that's what led to all of this craziness, even
Yes.
uh, in Jamaica. So we're gonna watch that and see where that goes as well. Um,
And the red dirt too, because those green trucks that are there, they're still questioning them. So
as where
yeah.
and we gotta check
Mm-hmm.
out that DDP, that DPP thing with Miss Llewellyn and DDP Llewellyn and the extension of her time being granted. Um, yeah, once again, Lady Saw, move out, Tommy Weir. Tell the we gotta tell the devil move out of our way. You know, today
It's out
was
the book.
really, yeah, yeah, yeah.
For
You
real.
know, you know
I
that one. She target that towards Papa's son and some more.
you know that. Yeah, I feel that too. I feel that too. Because it is something. It is something that it's 8 years, 9 years now that this lady has dedicated her life to the Lord, changed over, and she's still getting so much backlash at the way she preach and what her thought is. And you know what? It's best to be honest with yourself. Instead of talking behind people back, come up front and say what you're saying, because these people throw them con and she throw it back after them. So
Yeah.
it doesn't make you not a Christian because you answer somebody back. You're clarifying what the person has said, or you're disputing what the person has said, so you have what you have to say. So like she says, me I want Christian, we definitely I go clap back. So
And
you
when
you
I listened to her, man, she made me proud because that video I put out a couple weeks ago,
yeah.
it just made me like I'm not alone
Yes, yes,
because I'm so sick of people who Christians and all them this and them that and them just being fearful same way
yeah,
in
Mm-hmm.
life and them just go along with everything what them hear, believe everything they read and them not question nothing, then just go along with it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you say you're saved, sanctified, let them give you a chance. They blocked her because of the mere name of Marion, of Lady Saw, and lots of persons did things in their past that they are not happy with. But that whatever they went through in their past, including myself, doesn't define who I am now. You know.
Yeah, and
Um,
secular music is a big thing now, even in terms of the rapping, and not just the Jamaican artists, but the also the American artists are big into that type of music now. Um, it's Christian, but it's beat based, so you get that beat Like they're putting that reggae beat in it, they're putting that soul beat in it, R&B beat in it. But it's I mean, everybody do things differently, and everybody should respect everyone. Like I said, your belief is your belief, and what you do is what you do. But I don't go around and ridiculing you or knocking you. Everyone to their own order.
Yeah, everyone to their own order. Let me say
Hmm?
this, continue to pray for us and continue to pray for Reasoning Thursdays, because I see that people are fighting, but it's okay, because God is definitely in the midst, and
Yes, he is.
we have covered all of our topics today, and
Mhm.
it's 9:31 on the Powerhouse clock. So, the Respecter, you have anything else to add to to tonight program?
I just really want, I wish and hope that what I believe in my heart is that people would be honest with themselves, and all the unnecessary bickering and hatred towards each other. Um, Everybody seems to want more attention than they deserve. And those who are suffering with low self esteem, um, I just pray that people live the life they say they have in God, and stop being hypocrites and bad minding another person. Um, it's hard for me to communicate with somebody if I know they're hateful, family or not. Um, if I know someone done me wrong and they know they done me wrong and they're expecting me to keep communicating with them, I'm not gonna do it because you're making me the fool you think I am. Because you just pissed on me, and here I am right back up in your face, talking to you, answering your phone call, replying back to you. You never say, I'm sorry, brother. You never say, sorry, friend. So I want people to be real with themselves, look into themselves and see, is it me or is the next person? You can't just live life and saying, I never done no wrong to nobody. Everybody done wrong to someone.
Mhm.
So I just hope that people, as they go along in life, getting older every day, start being honest with themselves and reach out to that person you know you offended in some way, shape, or form. Because if you don't do that, you really don't need to keep talking about God, God, God. Not in my book. I won't acknowledge you. If you can't acknowledge your brother you hurt, your sister you hurt, your friend, even a total stranger, stop going on the prayer line because God is not going to hear you. That's my word.
All right, Queen.
Yeah, like Spectre said, really, we have to respect each other. We need to respect each other, and we need to understand each other's view. No one is perfect, and we learn from each other. And sometimes, if we give each other a chance, you will see the outcome might be great. But that respect is important. That's the same thing going on with Chief Curry and um and um and our prime minister in Jamaica. He does not respect Chief Curry and his view of his country and what is theirs and what is not theirs. He does not understand and he does not respect that. But respecting each other is a big thing. And sometimes we get along better when we respect each other, and I love people to respect me, so I respect people in turn, and like I said, everybody have their own opinion and their own views, and it's okay to come together and put them together and work it out because we're all adults, we're grown folks, and we can't act like babies all the time or children all the time. So I just want to say to everyone, it was a pleasure being here again this evening. I hope you have gotten something out of what we said, something out of nothing. I hope you have gotten something out of it. You have a blessed one. And I'm going to see you guys next week, same time, same station. Remember, like, share, okay? Go, even if you're on the phone, go onto YouTube and like, share. Facebook, like, share. Thank you guys.
And thank you all so much once again for tuning in right here to the Powerhouse Radio to Reasoning Thursdays, each and every Thursday, right here on Powerhouse Radio. So do, as Queen and Respecter said, share, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a family member that we all are here each and every Thursday. Be sure to join us on Wednesdays for Let's Gripe with Tonya, Marcus, and McKenna. Check them out each and every Wednesdays. And do be sure to join me, the Lady D Show, each and every Saturdays from 12 p.m. up until the 4 o'clock hour. Alrighty, so tell a friend once again, and a family member. Loving her, we are definitely out of here.
Good night. Good night.
Have a good night.
Yeah, yeah.
Love you guys.
You're my African queen. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord. Just like the sun, light up the earth. You light up my life. The only one I ever see with a smile so bright. And just yesterday, you came around my way. You changed my horse in way with your astonishing beauty. Oh, you couldn't make a brother sing. No ordinary thing, a supernatural being. And no, you are brighter than the moon, brighter than the star. I love you just the way you are. And you are my African queen. The girl of my
You're in
dreams.
tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean.
My heart will ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, you are my African
Victorious
queen.
89.1
The girl of my
WAKE.
dreams. You and me have a thing.
Community.